So,
Yeah.
I think they've got a bigger issue there. But nevertheless, we need to go on to MVP's amazing card that they are putting on in London. And I went to the presser and I was very impressed. Go on, Connor.
Yeah, we got Caroline Dubois, Terri Harper headline in the UK, in Olympia, which is in London, for anyone that isn't aware. We've also got Ellie Scottney fighting Maëlie Flores, and we start reading these now because I don't remember all of them. Chantel Cameron fighting Michaela Kotoskova. Irma Garcia fighting Emma Dolan. They're the sort of four main fights, but also featuring. They've announced. Maybe they haven't announced actually. Maybe those are just rumors.
What's
Do you know
that?
what? I think that I read reports that they were going to get some of their prospects on there, but they've not officially announced anything. So do you know what?
No, they've announced obviously Emma Dolan. They've announced Chantel Cameron. They've announced Terri Harper, Dubois, Ellie Scottney.
Scottney, yeah. But it's four fights. It's 4 world title fights,
which is great, by the way.
Yeah, it's brilliant. It's brilliant, and it's very similar, very very similar to what we saw 4 years ago, 5 years ago with
I say the
Shields
quality is a bit better though.
Marshall. Potentially, Shields Marshall did have Baumgardner Meyer as the co-main event as well.
Yeah.
Obviously, that is an all-American fight, which I don't know. They did the O2. That had Caroline Dubois in the undercard as well. That was one of her first fights.
Caroline Dubois is obviously in the tougher fight.
Lauren Price was also on that card. Karis Arstingstall was also on that card. But you never know because Emma Dolan can go and do what Lauren Price has done. But
the second historic female boxing card, all-female boxing card to be put on in the UK.
It's a big one. I don't know if they've actually have they said that it's going to be all female.
At the moment,
just all female so far. Yeah, okay.
Yes.
So what will be interesting is if who else is going to go at it. MVP. It's no secret their male fighters in comparison to females are the drop off is pretty mental. They have just signed, just looking through their website, quite a few prospects who haven't made their debut. So maybe we'll see some of them fill the card. But that's irrelevant. Point is, Sunday, April 5th, Olympia, you've got a great MVP card. And there's 2 points I want to talk about with this, really. Besides the obvious, which is MVP have brought a lot of British fighters back to Britain, which they, I'm sure, was to some extent agreed when they all signed contracts saying they wanted to fight back in the UK. But it's just a good sign. It means MVP are evolving as well. Caroline Dubois and Terri Harper do not like each other. They really do not like. I didn't expect that. I don't think I've seen Caroline Dubois. Caroline Dubois is a very confident woman, but she's never come across as massively aggressive towards her opponents until they get in the ring. Terri Harper's sort of similar, and yet these two in the face-to-face, I mean, from what you're saying at the actual press conference, they do not like each other. What do you make of that? I mean, you were obviously there. You saw them live.
Yeah, so listening to both of them speak, obviously, is an interesting one because, Terri was talking. Caroline Dubois was rolling her eyes the whole time. Every time Terri Harper said something, literally rolling her eyes. Caroline Dubois dismisses Terri Harper, doesn't think she's on the same level. He's looking over her more than to her, which could be... It could go both ways. Obviously, if you are that cocky and confident and you do win, it looks great. When you lose, it looks very bad. We will see on the night. But she's confident, Caroline Dubois, she's going to win. Terri Harper is obviously confident, being a champion as well. There's 2 belts on the line. But Caroline Dubois believes that, she's already looking past Terri Harper. Her plans are to win this title and then do a fight which, unless she moves up, don't really make any sense. But she's overlooking Harper to Alicia Baumgardner. But Alicia Baumgardner fights at 130 and Caroline Dubois 135. So I don't know at this stage how that would work unless Alicia Baumgartner moved up, and she has done everything.
I think Baumgartner is saying she would move up.
Yeah,
from the
so
sounds of it.
so
But
if she gets the 2 titles, it's an incentive for Baumgartner to come up and fight her. That's a huge fight. But going back to Terri Harper and Dubois, she's looking past Terri Harper a lot. That's kind of the energy that I got from them at the press conference. And yeah, like it will be. I think it'd be a good fight. I think Terri Harper's got to work a bit hard in his training camp, but Dubois has only just started training. Terri Harper's been in training for about a week or so far. This was up to that point, obviously, when we was at the press conference. So, yeah, I mean, overlooking her a bit, overconfident could be a downfall. That's my only thinking with that.
I think we'll see just how good Caroline is when she fights Terri, because Terri Harper for me is an excellent fighter who's obviously world level. She's won multiple world titles, but it's almost that difference between incredible and just greatness. And like the women that have beat Terri Harper have gone on and done well. They're Alicia Baumgartner, for instance, who knocked her out, and Katie Taylor. So you look at that and you go, okay, so to beat Terri Harper, you can't just. It's not like Terri Harper has 2 losses on her record because she's an all right fighter. No, she's a serious fighter.
Yeah.
And we're going to see, because Caroline Dubois is someone that we've all been very excited since she started fighting, since we knew that she was the sister of Daniel Dubois and that she carries power. We've all been quite excited. I think we're now going to see just how good, or if it's too early still. Which sounds crazy, but
yeah. The only thing that you asked the question of Dubois is obviously we've seen her fight. We know she's got a lot of power. We know she's explosive, but we've also seen her being dragged into later rounds and hasn't looked as powerful and as explosive. So the question on everyone's lips really is, if she goes to those later rounds to Terri Harper, which Terri Harper's been there before, how will Dubois react? Because to this point now, this is going to be one of her tougher fights. Whether she overlooks Terri Harper or not, this is going to be one of her toughest fights.
Yeah.
How does Terri Harper capitalize in those later rounds where I think she can have a lot of success with Dubois? Seeing obviously Dubois fight on previous occasions, I think she's kind of lost a bit of energy late on.
Yeah, she has. I mean, that's clear. Her downside, I think, for the first 3 rounds, Dubois can outbox or outmove or outpunch most female fighters in that sort of 125 to 135 area. But later rounds, she is a different fighter. She does lack energy. I don't know if that's a fitness thing or if that's I'm not really sure. I'm personally favouring Terri Harper in this fight. I do think Dubois could get the job done. I do.
Hear it. I completely hear it.
But it's just from what we're seeing. I wouldn't be surprised if Caroline goes in there and gets the stoppage. And it wouldn't surprise me. I think it'd be dangerous for Caroline to get an early stoppage, because to go from Terri Harper early stoppage to an Alicia Baumgartner, Baumgartner's another level up, which I love for Caroline Dubois. If that's the route, and that is the route MVP will go. They've got